Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the Unit 1B angles review. So first off, we're just going to dive in and start reviewing angles. So identify the term that best describes the angle. So we got this angle right here. We're just going to classify it by looking at it, even though it doesn't have any degrees. I'm going to say it's acute. Alright? Furthermore, remember acute is some angle measure, we call x, has to be bigger than 0 and less than 90 degrees. So those are the qualifications for an acute angle. Alright, change that. Then, next one, bisight. This one's larger than 90 degrees. I can tell by just looking at it. We call this obtuse. Alright, and this is any angle that is bigger than 90 degrees but less than 180. This next one right here, the least known of the four, it's a straight angle. I think they call it a straight angle because it looks like a straight line. Alright, wrote that kind of sloppy, so I'm just rewriting it. Straight. And it's when the angle is exactly 180 degrees. And the most famous one is the right angle. Why do you never argue with an angle that's 90 degrees? Because they're always right. Alright, so just basic classification of angles. That way we can talk about them, talk about properties, go into detail, all that fun stuff. So we're going to identify all unique angles in the figure below. Alright, bad. This is bad. Bad would be say that there's an angle D. Alright, why is that bad? Is this angle D? Is this angle D? Is this angle D? This just leads to mass confusion, alright? I don't know what to do. Alright? Sometimes we can call it by a single letter when it's just an isolated angle and no adjacent sides or anything, or adjacent angles, anything like that. Okay, so when we identify angles, this is a good skill to have. We're going to use this skill the whole year. The sooner we can master it, the more success we're going to have. So there's angle ADB, so I start at A, go to D, end at B. Alright, the only thing that's really important, well not the only thing, but vertex is the middle point. Or I'll say letter. Alright, so when I say ADB, or I'm not going to do this for all the angles, but I could say BDA. Those are the same exact angle. It's identifying the same thing. Then there's BDC, angle BDC, and last we got this whole thing, angle ADC. Alright, this doesn't seem very important. Who cares? Why do I need to know this? But we're going to be using vertical angles, talking about triangles that has 3 angles, squares, so on and so forth. And we need to talk about their individual angles, their properties, and just using 3 letters, that's how we identify them. Alright, we'll do some angle addition postulate right now. So in this particular case, we're given pictures. That's great. Remember, some tidbits is draw a picture. Well, whoever made this problem was very nice. They gave us a picture. Next important thing is label. Alright, so ABC is 110 degrees. Let's see, what do we got? UBC is 22 degrees. Alright, and it's asking me, it's saying, what's this angle measure right here? ABU, measure of Abu. Isn't that the monkey from, whatchamacallit, Aladdin? So the measure of angle ABU, just some common sense right here. We're going to do 110 minus 22, and we're going to get 88 degrees. Alright? So labeling the picture significantly helps us visualize what information we have and what information we need to find. Alright, in this case right here, our QP, oops, messed that up. That angle right here, 120 degrees, our QS is 60 degrees. And we need this bad boy over here. We need SQP. Alright, so the measure of angle SQP. So remember, this reads measure of angle SQP. That's what this reads. Alright, we use a lot of notation in geometry. We have to know what the notation means though. The M means measure, the angle symbol means angle, and the letters identify the unique angle. In this particular case, it's just going to be 120 minus 60, which equals 60 degrees. So this actually ended up being a bisector, so that angle and that angle are congruent. But we'll elaborate more in the future on that. Okay. And then we got angle addition postulate problems again, but we're going to throw a lot of algebra in it, because we love algebra. UVW, so the whole stinking thing, is 133 degrees. UVG, this part here, is 6x plus 7. This part is 15x. Alright? So remember, two smaller angles add to the whole. Okay, that's it. That's all it's saying. So I'm saying this blue angle plus this brown angle, well, they combine to make the whole green angle. So I can say, well, 6x plus 7 plus 15x equals 133. Alright? And from here, it's just solving the equation. Alright, so remember, when things are on the same side, it's combine like terms. CLT, combine like terms. So I'm going to do 6x plus 15x is 21x plus 7 equals 133. And then I'm going to subtract 7. I'm going to get 21x. So notice how I'm moving 7 from the left side to the right side. Remember, we have to undo operations. Alright, so that's why I subtracted the positive 7. Now how do I undo this multiplication right here? 21 times x. Well, you just divide, and x will equal 6. Alright, and remember the last part, very important, we want to answer the question. Alright, told us to find x, that's what we did. Make sure it's not telling you to plug it in, so we're done. X equals 6, that's the final answer. Alright, RKL, 74 degrees. JKL, 34x minus 2, and then JKR is 15x. So again, by labeling it, I see the green angle, the red angle, those are the smaller angles. I'm going to add those to equal the purple angle, the whole thing. So what's nice about it is sometimes students see 74 and think that's the whole thing, that's the whole number that needs to be by itself on the equation. No. And something we need to do when solving these problems is make sure our work is organized. Alright? Make sure we eliminate some of these mistakes. Sometimes I see plus signs just disappear, or they become X. Oops. Or or same with subtraction, they just become a positive for no reason. Alright, but anyways, subtract 15x from both sides. Alright, and I'm going to get 74 equals 19x minus 2 plus 2 to both sides. I'm going to get 76 equals 19x, and then divide by 19, 4 equals x. That's all it did. It told us to find x. I found it. Hooray me. This is my happy face. Alright, that concludes this video. We'll talk about angle bisectors and more things in other videos.